Welcome back to Giant Monster Games. I'm Adrian, and we are playing some more Black-Red Vampires for you guys. What do I think of this opening hand? We have a single mountain in a deck that has a lot of 2-drop black cards. Well, I think we're going to mulligan this away and hopefully get something better. This is keepable. This is keepable. It's not amazing. We don't have a first turn play, but we do have a okay second turn play, depending on what we're going against. And maybe we'll have something good on top. Gifted Aetherborn, you definitely can go on top of our library. You are fantastic. We are on the play, so I'm just going to throw down a swamp and ship it to our opponent's turn. Try to be as quick as humanly possible on this one. And, ooh, Temple of Triumph. I wonder, and this Scry one. So I wonder what we're playing against here. My initial reaction would be Norn Sisters, but I don't actually think that's probably what it is, because Norn Sisters would rather play one of their, like, 12 1-drops on turn 1, not scrying. Would be my first initial reaction. Let's throw down a Gifted Aetherborn, and hopefully we'll get some more information on what our opponent is playing right now. And so they play an Arid Mesa, sacking, cracking, doing some damage for us, doing our job for us, so we don't have to worry about taking our opponent down 20 life. We only have to worry about taking them down 19 life now, which is fantastic. I mean, I'm saying this is like, there's a grain of sarcasm in this entire like thing I'm saying right here, because realistically, I wish we were playing Arid Mesas, because then we can go fetch up, well, maybe not necessarily, Chalice on 1 is not actually that bad. Not that bad. We do have a handful of 1-drops that would be nice to play, but I don't think it's going to affect us that badly. We get another Vampire Nighthawk, which is cool. I think we actually just run out Stromkirk Captain and swing for 3. I think this is what we're going to do. Obviously, we would like generally to be playing cards on our second main phase, like creatures, but he's going to give our thing +1/+1. So we're swinging in for 3 damage, and also puts this guy now at a bolt range. Let's go to combat. Swinging in with the Gifted Aetherborn, and then shipping it to our opponent's turn. At this point, we don't care that our opponent has Chalice on 1. We may care soon, though, depending on what they play. They don't play anything? They skip through their turn. That's neat. Well, Dragonskull Summit. And swing for 5, I guess? Unless our opponent has something special up their sleeve. Swing for 5. And then we'll just play a Vampire Nighthawk and say go? I think that's our plan of attack here. Our opponent's not doing anything. Come on, what's going on? Okay. Vampire Nighthawk, and it doesn't really matter what order we play these in, because we don't have a 1-drop, / we can't play 1-drops, so we may as well just run it out and see how it pans out. Our opponent needs to get some serious board wipeage or threats on the table, otherwise we're going to slowly overrun him, because we're also running up to 26 life already, because we're getting life from Gifted Aetherborn, so it just makes it a little bit harder for him to deal with us. And Nahiri, discard a card, exile target enchantment, tapped. So he could actually exile probably our Stromkirk Captain right now, which is what he's doing. Surprise, surprise. We should probably swing in one of our creatures in to kill Nahiri, otherwise he's gonna otherwise he's gonna exile another one of these guys next turn. So can't play Lightning Bolt. That is a lost cause for us, unfortunately. But let's go to combat. And one of them, sure, you can attack our opponent, and you can attack Nahiri. And then we're going to go to second main phase, and we're going to run out another Vampire Nighthawk. Again, just giving us all the power to gain life and slowly kill our opponent. And do we actually gain life from that? Yeah, no, we did. Totally did. I was like wondering, like, do you gain life from doing damage to a Planeswalker? And I'm positive the answer is yes. So, yeah. Ship it to our opponent's turn. Again, Lightning Bolt right now is not playable because Chalice on 1 is a thing. This is like an ultimate, like, awesome control card, and a card that actually I tried out for quite a while in the the Burning Hands deck I did, quite a while ago now. That was like 6 or 8 months ago. I was playing it in paper, and I tried Chalice of Void in that deck, and it's, in some matchups, it's really, really good. In other matchups, it's not good at all. So, yeah, I kind of would like to revisit the Burning Hands deck, because it was one of the funner decks I've played in a long time. Totally goes against the grain. It's like, there's another Nahiri. Neat. You may discard a card if you do draw a card. So our opponent, I think, is just looking into drawing their way into something else. And our opponent discards Emrakul, shuffling their library or their graveyard back into their library. Fine for us. And it goes to our turn. And we play a Stromkirk Captain and swing for lethal. I think that's the way she goes. Go to combat, swing with everything. I don't think our opponent has any. All creatures attack our opponent's face. 9 damage to our opponent. See, I don't think they have anything they can do at this point. So that goes to lethal, which means we go to sideboard. We didn't see a whole lot. We saw Chalice of Void, which our opponent may pull out. I'm sure he thinks probably, well, maybe not. And because it's a maybe not, it looks like he's trying to cheat Emrakul out of his deck somehow or some way. So I think we're going to throw in the 3 Rakdos Charms. We're going to take out 2 Victim of Night, because I didn't see any other creatures in his deck. We might, should I pull it all up? No, I'm going to leave 2 in, just be safe. Again, we didn't really see our opponent's deck, so there's no reason not to leave a couple in. I will take a... Do I take 2 Nobles out, or just 1 Noble out? I think we're going to take 2 Nobles out as well. And what do we put in place of these things? I'm tempted to put in Harsh Mentor, because I'm assuming he has a combo of some sort going on. But I think, better yet, we're actually just going to throw in Duress. We're going to take out the last Noble. And we need to pull out 1 more of something else. I think pulling out Olivia is probably a good idea. So much of a good idea. I kind of want to pull out both of them, but I'm going to leave 1 in. And that's what we're going to run it back as. See if this is a good plan. We're throwing in Duress really because I don't know what our opponent's doing, and I'm assuming it's a combo deck of some sort. He's running 61 cards. I'm assuming that means when he sideboarded, he decided he wanted to put in an extra card. But yeah, we're running the Duresses in from the sideboard, largely because I don't know what our opponent's doing, and I would rather force him to pitch something that we may actually have a hard time with, or a combo piece, because I'm assuming we're playing a combo deck. We're playing a deck that looks like it's trying to cheat out Emrakul. Wow, these are all the lands. Don't think we can keep that. We can keep this, though. This is okay. And what is on top? Anything good on top? 1 drop's not the best. Smoldering Marsh. I really don't want you, Smoldering Marsh. You're not... we're going to put it on top. Unfortunately, we're going to put it on top because we could, in theory, get Olivia out. Smoldering Marsh. This is the bane of this deck. Like, when I was building it, I'm like, okay, I need to have more red mana fixing, like black-red mana fixing. Chalice on 1. Cool. Good thing we pulled out a bunch of... Oh, no, we have Duress in. We put Duress in, which is also 1-drops. So we took out some 1-drops to put in 1-drops. I thought he would actually pull it out. I legitimately thought our opponent would pull out Chalice of the Void. We don't have any 1-drops, so we might as well play that Smoldering Marsh right now. That's wrong. That is super wrong. Maybe not. No, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, Smoldering Marsh, as I was saying, well, opponent just plays a Plains and passes back to us. We will play a Gifted Aetherborn and ship it to our opponent's turn. Smoldering Marsh is just, it's just not a very good double land. It's just, like, you need access to all of the types of mana you want as early as possible, and it doesn't provide that. It, like, provides late game fixing, mana fixing, which drives me crazy. There's the other ones, which are just not budget, which is why I didn't put them in, where it comes into play tapped unless... Oh, Ensnaring Bridge, neat. It comes into play tapped unless you control less than 2 lands. Those ones are good because, you know, turn 4 if it comes in, or turn, like, 6 if it comes in tapped, you don't really care because you should have other things to play. Unless, of course, you need to curve into, like, a 4-drop or something, which technically is what we need to do. But, yeah, it's just not a thing. Well, our opponent has 2 cards in hand, so I guess we go to combat, swing in with our Gifted Aetherborn, and then we'll go to second main phase, drop in, I guess, our Swamp and another Gifted Aetherborn? I guess. That seems logical to me. And Swamp, Gifted Aetherborn, and ship it to our opponent's turn. If he plays a creature, we do have Gatekeeper. We did also put in all 3 of our Rakdos Charms. So the card down here that slices, dices, cut, chops, grinds, it's basically a blender in card form, which is going to allow us to blow up his Ensnaring Bridge, technically blow up his Chalice, but, I mean, at this point, you know, his Ensnaring Bridge is substantially more important. And our opponent just skipped through their turn. Neat. Very, very neat. Well, let's play a Smoldering Marsh. And let's go to combat. Swinging with both of our guys. Unless he has something to play. I'm assuming he might... Well, maybe not. I kind of keep thinking because he's playing like white-red, he should have Paths, but he also is running Chalice, so he may not have Paths in his deck. Like 99% chance does not have Paths in his deck. So we don't really need to play around those. At this point, we're just going to keep going on the beat your face plan. Okay. And black, red, whatevers. And play Olivia. Olivia will allow us to kill creatures he plays, theoretically, sort of. Right now, Olivia's not really doing us a ton right now, to be quite honest. Largely because Ensnaring Bridge. Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in hand. So he needs to start playing cards, otherwise we're going to keep swinging in with our, like, 2-drops. We can't play, for the record, we cannot play Stromkirk or other stuff, otherwise we're going to start putting our creatures outside of Ensnaring Bridge range. And what is he playing? A Johnny. Target permanent doesn't untap. Deals 3 damage to target creature or player. Destroy target land. Huh. Neat. Okay. So I'm assuming he's going to destroy or deal 3 damage to one of these guys and kill it. I'm assuming. Deal 3 damage to... Yes, Gifted Aetherborn. Makes sense. Probably what I would have done. And that is fine. Are we going to our turn? I'm assuming we're going to our turn. Okay. Do we draw into anything relevant? Stromkirk. That is not going to help us at all. Actually, that's really not helpful in the least. So, I think we literally swing into a Johnny. Target permanent doesn't untap. I think we literally need to swing into a Johnny. If we don't, we're going to lose this guy in like 2 turns. And he won't be able to attack next turn anyways. So, I guess we're going to attack into a Johnny. Olivia can't attack because our opponent has 2 cards in hand, and Olivia has 3 cards, which is fun. We're going to play second main phase. We're going to throw down the Gatekeeper of Malakir, because we would like to have another 2-drop body on the field. Another, no point casting with kicker. Another 2 power creature on the board, because that kind of is getting under Ensnaring Bridge just barely for us right now, and we're not going to play Stromkirk until we find a way to deal with Ensnaring Bridge, which is going to specifically be our Rakdos Charm, which we have 3 of them in the deck. That's fine. That's totally fine. We're using these for red anyways, so that's neat. Congratulations. You didn't really hinder us at all. More land. I don't really want that. Well, let's throw down the Dragonskull Mountain, because it's no longer a swamp either. And we will then swing in to our opponent's face. Our opponent needs to be playing more cards. Really is what needs to happen. Because we're just still getting in, getting under damage, getting under damage, getting under to get in damage. Sorry, not getting under damage. We're getting under damage. And our opponent plays Gideon. Huh. Really? That's neat. If he changes him into Gideon, does he get indestructible? I'm assuming he does. Until next turn, prevent all damage that would be dealt. Huh. Period. Oh, dealt from target creature. Okay. So Gifted Aetherborn isn't going to be able to do damage. That's fine. This is fine. We will find a way around this. And going to our turn, Duress doesn't do anything for us because of Chalice. Might as well throw the swamp down. And yeah, it becomes a 4/4 soldier with indestructible, still a planeswalker. Prevent all damage to be done to him this turn. Well, I guess what we do is... Well, I don't know if we... Do we keep going to our opponent's face? I think we just keep going to our opponent's face. I don't think there's a reason for us to attack Gideon, because his +1 is prevent damage from target whatever. His +0... Oh, he is destroy target enchantment. Okay. So he is destroying his Blood Moon? No. Oh, he canceled it. Oh. I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh, he can't attack. Oh, I see. Sorry. Nah, never mind. I'm not paying enough attention here to realize that these also have can't attack on them, because our opponent now has one card in hand, which is why he played this. I was like, why did he play this? What's going on here? But he played it during the beginning of combat to have it canceled by Chalice, so then he would have one card in hand. Explaining what actually happened there, because I, too, was confused for a split second. By split second, I mean you guys could like measure how long. It was probably like 4 or 5 seconds. Okay, he's preventing damage again from this guy. And he has to play another card to make it so our Gatekeeper can't attack. So we're literally kind of just playing the draw cards off the top of our deck game. But what we might do in the meantime, while we wait... Oh, and this is going to start doing 4 damage to stuff. Yeah. Exile the card from your library, you may cast that card. And assemble a Legion. Okay. That's a thing. If he starts making creatures, we're going to start blowing them up with Olivia. Which is not a bad thing for us. Oh, he revealed it off the top of his library. Oh, no, sorry, he didn't reveal it. Sorry, let me back up. What ended up happening is he played Chandra to exile the top card of his library, revealing this guy, Assemble a Legion. He could have played it that turn, but he didn't have mana, so he couldn't. And let's get some stuff on the table. I think we are going to go on the... because he has 0 cards in hand. We're literally just going to start... How should I? No, we're not going to play him. Because in case our opponent somehow does get 2 cards in hand, I would rather leave up a bunch of manas. And, yeah. So basically what we're aiming to do right now, so you guys have an idea of what my thought process game plan is. Gideon. What my thought process right now is, we are going to wait until we find a Rakdos Charm, blow up his Snaring Bridge, swing for lethal. By doing this, Arid Mesa goes to the exile zone, not playing it. So this is our game plan. In the meantime, we are literally just going to get as much stuff onto the table as possible. I think we're going to go throw down Stromkirk. Yeah. I think we're just going to get it. We're just going to get him into play. Maybe not the best card, because if he does drop to 2 cards, we would have been able to swing in, but I think having enough stuff to blow up a bridge and then swing in for lethal is going to be the better bet. Is going to be the better bet. He's going to have to start using Chandra to actually start blowing up stuff as well. Otherwise, yeah. Oh, no, he's still exiling. He's digging for something or other. So he's digging for what? What is he exiling now? Chandra, Torture Defiance, enters the exile zone. So he pulls up another Chandra. And prevent all damage. So what we're going to have to do, once we blow up Ensnaring Bridge, we're going to have to probably swing in. So he plays Seeming Guide as a creature. Well, this is prevent all damage. That would be dealt to... Okay, so we could always just go like this on our opponent's turn. Pew! Pew! Dealing 2 damage. Oops. And again. Just dealing 2 damage, killing Seeming Guide, Spirit Guide. We could have gained control of it, technically, but I think just blowing it up is probably easier. Probably easier. Victim of Night. Doesn't help us. So ship it to our opponent's turn. Nothing for us to do. Not right now, at least. We're literally just waiting on a Rakdos Charm. Fingers crossed. As long as you control Gideon Players Walker, you can't lose a game and your opponent can't win the game. So when we also swing in for lethal, we're going to have to kill Gideon at the same time. Which is fine. I mean, it's completely fine. Destroy all creatures, they can't be regenerated. Sad face, Adrian is sad-faced. Well, I guess that's where my creatures go goodbye. We were just waiting. And he's indestructible, right? He's indestructible, which means we can't use Victim of Night on it. So our opponent swings in for 4 damage. Dealing... Oh, he doesn't swing in? I thought he would swing in. Curious. Hold on. I think Ensnaring Bridge actually prevents... Creatures with power greater than the number of cards in your hand can't attack. That affects our opponent as well. I don't know if our opponent realizes that he can't attack either. Well, so our opponent is apparently playing a white-red prison deck without actual prison cards that you would normally see in a prison deck. So it's like a Chalice, Ensnaring Bridge, Blood Moon prison deck, which is neat. I don't know if I've ever seen one that works like this. I don't actually know exactly what our opponent is playing. I've never actually seen this kind of build of a deck before. So, yeah. We're just going to keep playing lands. If we pull them up, we're just going to keep playing them. Play, play, play. And, yeah. Let's see how this pans out for our opponent. We're literally just... I'm just skipping through my turn. I'm literally just skip, skip, skip. Sure, play Blood Moon, whatever. Skip. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's basically just trying to play whatever he gets, and he's dealing 5 damage to target creature or player whenever he casts a spell. So he's going to actually kill us with the emblem. Paragon of Open Graves, might as well play you. Sure, why not? There may become a time where we might be able to maybe, potentially, possibly get enough damage to kill our opponent. We're not going to call ourselves done yet, because our opponent literally is just going to have to keep playing, playing, playing. Huh. Well, Anger to the Gods is going to kill that guy. Nice seeing you. Goodbye. I would have like done something to him, like yeah, we could have technically victim of nighted him, but there was no real reason to do that, because we don't have any graveyard recursion in our deck. We're more focused on getting stuff onto the table, swinging in, not getting stuff on the table, and then also pulling stuff out of the graveyard. Not what our deck is designed to do. So what do we need to... Okay, now that we know what our opponent's deck is doing, what do we actually need? So, Duress is not that good unless we're on the play, and if we have one in our opening hand, it's good. If it's not, we need... Target... Okay. Yeah, the big thing is we need a way of dealing with Ensnaring Bridge, because that's really what's actually killing us right now. We can't get around Ensnaring Bridge. We can get around Chalice because we have lots of 2-drops, but we need... yeah, we need to get rid of Ensnaring Bridge. Nighthawk, sure, I'll play you. Play you. And, trying to think of what else we need to be putting in. Because we're dealing with a bunch of Planeswalkers. We don't really have much to deal with Planeswalkers directly. And our opponent is just literally just digging for stuff at this point. Tosses the Emrakul, shuffles his library. Sure, whatever. Control decks are control-y. That's all I have to say. What else do we have in our sideboard? Doomblade, you can come out. Destroy all creatures, sure. He doesn't have like any creatures. So, with that, knowing that he has no creatures, we can literally take out the last 2 Victim of Nights. Completely not needed. Olivia... Harsh Mentor is not going to help us because it's activated ability of an artifact, creature, or land. If it was an activated of a Planeswalker as well, this would be rad, but it's not. Evil Presence? Maybe? Again, it's a 1-drop, which is pretty risky to go up against our opponent with a 1-drop. I think we put back in Olivia, and we put in Harsh Mentor because he's a 2/2 creature. That's about the whole sole reason why we'd put him in. And I think we just kind of need to run it back the way it is. And hopefully we have a Duress in our opening hand and we can actually pull an Ensnaring Bridge or something out of our opponent's hand right away. And then I don't have to deal with it. Would you like to play first? Heck yeah, we'd like to play first. And I would not like to play this opening hand, though. This is a terrible, terrible opening hand. This is better? Sort of? Kind of better? We're going to keep it. Not much better, because nothing's going to come into play. Yeah, you can go on top of our library. Oh, neat. Leyline. Well, that's fine. Looks like we're gonna have a dead lightning bolt in our hand for a while. Fun times. Hopefully he does not have Chalice on... Oh, he does not. Does not have Chalice on 1 for first turn, which is good for us. Because we didn't have anything to respond with that. Dragonskull Summit, luckily, the one upside about Smoldering Marsh is it is a swamp mountain, which means Dragonskull Summit can easily come into play untapped with it. Which means we could also play... We could play the Gifted Aetherborn right away. I guess. Might as well. Do we play Gifted Aetherborn first, or do we play the Guul as the Vampire, assuming he's going to play Chalice on 1 next turn? I think that's what we're actually going to do. I would have also played my Lightning Bolt, but Leyline of Sanctity means we can't actually target our opponent. So, yeah. And here's the thing. Do we see Chalice on 1? This would be my assumption. Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't have Chalice on 1. So, that's fine. Well... Next question being, do we play Harsh Mentor or Aetherborn? I think we play Aetherborn, largely because we'll start getting some life off of it. And again, I probably should have played that in my second main phase. I didn't. I should have, though. And then ship to our opponent's turn. We'll see. We're going to try and play this as fast as possible. I mean, well, I have 10 minutes on the clock. I've burnt a lot of time away thinking about what I'm doing. My opponent, on the other hand, being for a control deck, is a lot of time left on the clock, actually. Try and wrap up this game. Sacred Foundry coming into play, tapped for our opponent. Going to our turn, well, that's neat. We can go to combat, swing for 3. Go to second main phase, play another Gruul Draz Vampire and Gatekeeper of Malakir. Doesn't have creatures, no need to play it for the kicker cost. Okay. We're gaining a small amount of life from our life-linking Death Touch. Oh, Blessed Alliance. Target gains 4 life. Oh, he's just getting life. Okay. Let's open up some graveyards here, you guys, see what's going on. Okay, so he's going to gain the amount of life he lost, basically. Neat, I guess. Gruul Draz. And a Gatekeeper. Just a regular. Black. It would be nice if these lands like auto-selected the colors you needed. Like if you're clearly playing a black, it would just automatically select blacks. But it doesn't, so that's a thing. Okay, now if our opponent plays an Ensnaring Bridge, we are going to be in not very fun land. Anger is equally not fun landy. Like, on par with not fun land. Okay, well, we have other stuff. Well, I mean, we'll just start putting stuff down on the table again. Slowly building the grind machine against control deck. So, yeah. I mean, I think we're about 50-50 paired up right now. And what is this? A Johnny. Target permanent doesn't untap. 3 damage to target creature or player. I'm assuming he's just going to blow up our Gifted Aetherborn. Yeah, 3 damage to it. So I can target myself. I should be able to redirect. Oh, apparently not. I thought I could redirect from myself to the Planeswalker because of Leyline of Sanctity. Lame. Because normally you have to target your opponent and then to their creatures. Well, apparently you learned something new. I learned today that you can't redirect from yourself to other Planeswalkers. This is what I have learned. Okay, well. Things that happen. Our opponent's probably like, why did you just bolt himself? That seems very strange. Apparently I'm wrong. I know you, because yeah, normally in order to like bolt a Planeswalker, you have to target your opponent and then target the Planeswalker. Target permanent doesn't untap, so our land doesn't untap. That's fine. We're going to kill the Pridemate right away. Assuming he doesn't kill our Vampire Nighthawk. Assuming he does not kill it. I feel like our opponent really should have kept an Ensnaring Bridge in their opening hand, like mulliganed down to see if they can get an Ensnaring Bridge. Or he's going to wipe the battlefield of all creatures. That is a thing that also happens. And we pull a Swamp. Might as well play a Harsh Mentor, because we have one. And then ship it to our opponent's turn again. This is going to be a hard one for us to win at this point. Our opponent has, well, one, Anger the Gods is a board wipe. Wrath of God is a board wipe. So this is going to be very hard for us to win at this point, because we're out of gasoline. We have no cards in hand. We don't have a draw engine in this deck because we theoretically don't need one most of the time. So that's a thing that happens. And our opponent is playing enough removal that it is actually difficult for us. So he's actually going to play the Spirit Guide. Very, very frustrating. And if we keep drawing lands like this, woo. Well, ship it to our opponent's turn. I mean, I can't... If I swing in... Yeah, I guess we just attack a Johnny and let our opponent block with Spirit Guide. I mean, if we don't, he's literally just going to -2 Johnny and blow up our creature anyways. So, yeah. Might as well trade creatures. Might as well. Okay, ship it to our opponent's turn. See what happens. This is going to be a grindy game. I guess in theory we could have actually left it up so when he cracked his Arid Mesa, he took 2 damage. No, that's not the way we did. He would have blown it up first and then done it. So, wow, just drawing all the land. We could have held on to it. I guess I could have actually bluffed that I had something, but what would I be bluffing about? I mean, he knows that our deck isn't, like, hold on to counter spells or something. Where, like, we would have a Lightning Bolt. Oh, wait, he has Leyline in play. So holding up a card, it doesn't make much sense. We are going to hold up on Gatekeeper, because as soon as we put it down, he's just going to blow it up with the Johnny. So we are literally just kind of hanging out. We need to get a second creature into play so we can swing in and kill a Johnny. Double Gatekeeper. So the question is, if we play double Gatekeeper, does that allow us to actually kill a Johnny? The short answer is no. The long answer is also no, but the short answer is no. Because we'll play them both down, he'll use a Johnny, blow up one of them, we swing in for 2, putting Johnny down to 2, which is enough to make him survive and then keep doing his cycling things. His ultimate, though, is what's scary, where it's destroy all lands target player controls. That's something I can't have happen. So we are going to play both of the Gatekeepers just to put that clock off another 2 turns. Just to put it off. Because, I mean, that would be catastrophic to blow up all of our lands. That would be like, that's not, we don't come back from that. That's like GG, concede the game. Target permanent doesn't untap. Yeah, so he's just going to keep, oh, why didn't he blow up our, oh, because he has another Wrath. Well, remember that time it was GG? It's going to be next turn. I'll let our opponent actually go through with it. But this is going to be GG. We just have no way around to this. This was just no good. Hold on, what? Why didn't he blow it up? Why did he literally blow up all my lands? All right, well, if he's going to be nice like that, I will let him be nice like that. He's playing another Leyline? I'm not really sure why. Okay. Sure. Dragonskull, ship it to our opponent's turn. I mean, we might actually have, be able to pull up enough lands here to actually, you know, recover? No. No, that's not even a thing. So he's going to destroy our lands. I think this is GG, guys. Well, we couldn't do it. We couldn't pull out against the black, or what is it? It's a white-red control deck? This is a really weird control deck, but I mean, it shows that it works. Until next time, though, I'm going to concede this game, because there's no way we're coming back from this. He's just gonna, he's got us. He's got us. Okay, well, until next time, I'm Adrian, this is Giant Monster Games, thanks for watching, and don't forget to game like a giant monster.